After the tragic death of Bruce Lee, Hong Kong film industry tried desperately to replace his box office strength and his screen presence, creating in the midst a film at one point called The Clones of Bruce Lee. This video is going to talk about the video box set that was released under the same name. Let's talk about it. Born deep within the subgenre of what became known as Bruce-sploitation, which is Bruce Lee exploitation in cinema. The film The Clones of Bruce Lee was released in 1980, and it is known as a cult weirded out classic because it featured a host of Bruce Lee imitators, some who had actually built their cinematic careers playing the former martial art film star or some form of a character that he had played in his films. And in 2023, there was a tremendously successful documentary, Enter the Clones, which kind of took the history of Bruce-sploitation and put it together in documentary form, even casting men like Ho Chung-tao, also known as Bruce Lee, Wong King-lung, known as Bruce Lee, and Dragon Lee, who came much later than the first two, have been known to play Bruce Lee type characters and roles, imitating the martial art film star and bringing a different take on how he was perceived or his image on film was perceived. The Clones of Bruce Lee documentary, Enter the Clones, covers this in detail, where these men made a career basically off of these archetypes. Now, what's really interesting is some of them were real, true martial artists and seized the opportunity to advance their lives and careers. The three main guys, Ho Chung-tao, Dragon Lee, and Wong King-lung, they were the ones who basically kept the Bruce Lee thought and image alive during the Bruce-sploitation genre. And it was called Bruce-sploitation because it was an exploitation of Bruce Lee's memory, his legacy, and his cinematic appearance. And so this documentary, Enter the Clones, was fixed with a box set of Blu-rays that featured the films of these actors along with that documentary that I mentioned, Enter the Clones, in a good set that sees the whole genre in a scope. And it says that it's volume 1. So there may be more coming in the future, because this 8-disc set shows a wealth of information, film posters, dates that the films were released, and some of them are remastered for Blu-ray quality here to bring people who have followed the genre and enjoyed the films, as well as the history and the nostalgia that these films brought. There's also an exclusive bonus disc in this set that has a film titled The Big Boss 2, where it stars Lo Lei, and it's a sequel to Bruce Lee and Lo Wei's the big boss, and it's actually the first film where Wong King Lung, aka Bruce Lee, is playing his first Bruce Lee imitating role, because he's actually in the film portraying the character that Bruce Lee played in The Big Boss, who has now been put in prison for life. So there's a lot going on. This box set is released by Severin, and you can go directly to their website to pick it up, and it is worth the while, especially if you are into Bruceploitation. Now, I'm not a person that advertises or even promotes that, because I think that Bruce Lee was special with what he did, but you can't deny the history of what came from us losing such a tremendous superstar, so early in his life. And so these guys kind of picked up the pieces and took the genre into a different direction. So look for this set, The Clones of Bruce Lee, Enter the Clones. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And this was Kung Fu Film Focus. Please tune in for future fare as we cover more in the martial art Kung Fu film industry. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.